The 1920s were a time of prosperity, innovation, and hope. But in October 1929, the world changed forever. The stock market crashed, and the Great Depression began, a decade-long economic catastrophe that would test the resilience of every American, from the wealthiest tycoons to the poorest families. This is the story of how the Great Depression affected every class of society, and how, together, we overcame it. For the wealthy, the 1920s were a golden age. Lavish parties, sprawling estates, and booming investments defined their lives. But when the stock market crashed, many of the rich saw their fortunes vanish overnight. Some lost everything: homes, businesses, and even their social status. Yet, not all suffered equally. The wealthiest, like the Rockefellers and the Fords, had resources to weather the storm. They diversified their investments and even helped fund relief efforts. But for many others, the fall from grace was swift and brutal. The middle class, once the backbone of American prosperity, faced unimaginable hardship. Jobs disappeared, savings evaporated, and homes were lost to foreclosure. Families who once enjoyed the comforts of modern life found themselves standing in bread lines or living in makeshift shanty towns called Hoovervilles. The psychological toll was immense. Fathers who could no longer provide for their families felt a deep sense of failure, while mothers stretched every dollar to keep their children fed. Yet, even in these dark times, the middle class showed remarkable resilience. They learned to grow their own food, sew their own clothes, and rely on community support to survive. For the poor, the Great Depression was a crisis on top of a crisis. Already struggling to make ends meet, they were hit hardest by the economic collapse. In rural areas, the Dust Bowl devastated farmland, forcing families to abandon their homes and become migrant workers. These Okies, as they were called, traveled west in search of work, only to face discrimination and exploitation. In cities, the poor crowded into tenements, often going days without food. Yet even in the face of such adversity, they found ways to endure. Communities banded together, sharing what little they had and finding strength in solidarity. Amidst the despair, hope began to emerge. In 1933, Franklin D. Roosevelt became president and launched the New Deal, a series of programs designed to provide relief, recovery, and reform. The Civilian Conservation Corps put young men to work planting trees and building parks. The Works Progress Administration created jobs for millions, building roads, schools, and hospitals. Social Security was introduced, offering a safety net for the elderly and vulnerable. These programs didn't just provide economic relief, they restored a sense of dignity and purpose to millions of Americans. The Great Depression didn't end overnight. It took years of struggle, innovation, and collective effort. But the outbreak of World War II in 1941 marked a turning point. Factories reopened, producing weapons and supplies for the war effort. Unemployment plummeted as millions went to work. By the end of the war, the economy had recovered, and the United States emerged as a global superpower. The lessons of the Great Depression, resilience, community, and the importance of government intervention, shaped the post-war world and laid the foundation for decades of prosperity. The Great Depression was one of the darkest chapters in American history, but it was also a testament to the strength of the human spirit. From the rich to the middle class to the poor, every American was affected, and every American played a role in overcoming it. Today, as we face new challenges, we can draw inspiration from their stories of struggle and resilience. The Great Depression taught us that even in the hardest times, we can endure, adapt, and ultimately prevail. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching Just Better TV. If you enjoyed our content, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest motivational videos, fun facts, and inspirational stories. See you soon.